Hello, it's David, and today I'll be doing Lab 10, which consists of Active Directory search services, and I'm going to be installing this on server W2K801. First, I'm going to install the Active Directory certification services. Then I'm going to be installing the online responder role service. Then I'm going to configure revocation for a CA. Then I'm going to configure the online responder. Then I'll be configuring the web server cert template. Then I'll configure a CA to issue a cert for each template. And then I'll install the Cert Authority Web Enrollment Role Service. Then I'll request a web server cert. Then I'm going to enable the SSL secure socket, and then I'm going to try it out and see if it's issuing our certificates. The first thing I'll be doing is I'm going to be installing the row, and to do that I went over here on 802 right now. I've already got installed on 801, but just go to your server manager and rows and add rows. And we'll click next here, and we're going to do the AD certificate service. We're going to click it. Then we're going to click next, next, and certificate authority, and next. We're doing an enterprise since we're logged on to the server in a domain. It'll come up. We could do a standalone or enterprise, and we selected enterprise because we're going to use this Active Directory service to issue and manage our certs. We're going to do a root CA, and then we're going to create a private key. We'll click next, and we'll use the defaults on the encryption here, and we're going to give it a name of I'll do just like I did on the 801. I'll put it on it because it's actually already configured on 801. And we're going to say no because I've already got it configured. It will come up and ask for some additional services, which is the web service. We've got our Active Directory search service installed. Now we need to install the online responder role service. So to do that, you just go back into Server Manager in Roles, and we'll slide on down here and add a role service. And as you see, I've already installed the online responder. You just click on that online responder, and it'll come up and ask for the additional web server service rows you need to install, and just go ahead and take the defaults and install that. We've installed our online responder role service. Now we want to configure our revocation for our CA, and to do that, it's still in the server manager, and we'll expand the online responder here and go down to the revocation config, and to add one, you just right click on it and add a configuration, and we'll click next. And since I've already got one configured, I'm just going to give this any name right now. We're going to click next. We're going to select a certificate from the local certificate store, and we'll click next, and we're going to browse. And when we installed our certificate role service, remember us give it the name of W2K801-CA, and we're going to select that one, and then we're going to click Next, and we're going to use the certificate, CA certificate, for revocation configuration, and we'll select that and then click Next, and then when you just click Finish here, but I'm going to click Cancel since I've already got mine set up here, and I called it, I give it a name of W2K801-CA-REV for revocation. So the next thing we need to do is to configure our online responder. To configure our online responder, we're still in Server Manager, and we then went down to and clicked on Cert Templates, and then we slid down here in the middle pane and found the OCSP responder sign-in, and we right-clicked on it. We went to Properties, and what we want to do here, we want to go to the Security tabs, and what we did, we added W2K801 server, and to do that you just do add, and on the object types you add computers, and then we just keyed the W2K801, and when we brought it up here, we checked enroll and in auto enrollment, and then we went in, expanded the W2K801-CA and went down to certificate templates, and right clicked on it and done a new certificate to issue. We right clicked on it and went to new and selected new template to issue, and then we select the OCSP responder and said OK. We're already up to step 5. We want to configure our web server template, and to do that we're still in just go back up to your certificate templates and click on it, and then in the middle plane slide down to your web server and right click on it in Properties and go to Security, and what we've done there, we've done the add and added the computers and added the W2K801, and if I click it here, we want to make sure that you check enroll. Once we done that, we went back and right clicked on web server again, and we done a duplicate template, and we give it the name of 801 web server cert, and we done the same thing on the security tabs after we created it, and went to the Properties and to the Security tab, and we done an add, and on the objects we selected computers and put in the W2K801 and give it the enroll and auto enrollment. Okay, we're on step 6 here. We're going to configure the certificate to issue a certificate for each template, and to do that we're back in, still in Server Manager and Roles, and we went down here to the certificate templates, and we were on the certificate templates here. Whoops, we clicked on the wrong one there. I got back up here where I needed to be now, and so we want to right click on it here. I was in the right place in the first place, so we want to expand the 801CA, and we went down to Certificate Manager and right-clicked on it and New Certificate to Issue. And we selected the W2K 801 Web Server CA. We selected the expanding the 801CA. I right-clicked and went New, a Certificate to Issue, and we selected the W2KA 801 Web Server Certificate and said OK. We're on step 7 here to install the cert authority for the web server row server, and to do that, you just go. You're still in the server manager. I just brought the roles back up, and I selected to add a row service, and we selected the certificate authority for web enrollment, and it'll ask for required services for the IIS service. So let me just close this one out. I want to cancel there. So the next step would be request a web server cert. I brought my little sheet up here, and that's number 8. Request a web server cert. And to do that, we just went to the Start Admin Tools, the IIS Manager. And to do that, we just brought the IIS Manager up, went down to our server, and brought our page up here, and we just went down to Server Certificates and double-clicked on it, and we created a domain certification. And what we've done, we've got it right here. We give it the name of w2k801.lucenpublishing.com. In the organization, I made it Lucen Publishing, and give it the city and the state, and then click Finish. And now we're down to step 9. We need to enable our SSL, a secure socket. To do that, we're still in IIS Manager. We expanded down to the default website, and then we just double-clicked on SSL settings, and I thought I'd had this checked. We want to make sure that we got a secure socket here, and then apply. So the last thing we want to do now is prove that our CA is working. To do that, what I've done is on instructor 1 and then the 802, I brought HTTPS up with the server, and if you notice here, I get a certificate error. The first thing, reason why we're getting a certificate error is 801 over here is not a well-known certificate server, such as the third-party VeriSign. So I'm just going to go. We know it's good, so we'll go ahead and continue here, and I'll do the same here on 801. We got the same certificate error, and that's because 801 is not a well-known certification server. So we did get our web page up, and if there's two ways we can look at it. If you go to File, Properties, and look at the certificates, and right there is our certificate issued by the 801-CA, and if we look over here on, we'll go a different route this way. We'll look at our certificates from the icon up here in the menu. Actually, that was the red X here, and we'll view our certificate here. And here's one issued by W2K801CA. That concludes this tutorial. Thank you.